my camera. I'm just enjoying the view of the garden. Going live at like for almost a week's sinus, so I'm just here enjoying the view for a moment before I get back to work. I gotta mow the lawn, and I want to harvest these dandelions. But anyone who has a moment just to shoot the breeze, let's just shoot the breeze. So good morning, everybody. Morning, Lashes. I'm just here shooting the breeze. I have to mow the lawn, but I said I'm not gonna have a moment of quiet and just observe and enjoy. Good morning, Renaissance Grandma. Yeah, I'm just enjoying the view for a moment. Sometimes you get a nice quiet moment. Whoops, watch the birds and then get back to work. I'm off today, but I've been sick for almost a week, I would say, because I had a sinus infection. Then I went to a head cold, and you can hear I sound probably nasally, but man, I'm telling you, not nice when you're not feeling 100%, especially when you want to get lots of things done. You just can't get stuff done. How you guys doing this morning? I see you were at the beach. Were you at the beach yesterday, Lashes? I think you were on the road, but you were at the beach one of those mornings. You're funny, man. I don't know how you went up the stairs with your baby and carried a red tool bag full of coins. Yeah, I'm feeling better, Lashes and Renaissance Grandma. I'm just still a bit congested, but nothing that is stopping me. But mind you, I should put my mask on because I just weed whacked the front. My neighbor cut my front because our fronts are connected. So thank God he cut mine. And I just did some weed whacking to make the edges look neat and tidy. I don't have an HOA, thank God. But sometimes you just want to live kind of like you have an HOA. You just want to keep the place tidy so that no one is saying, oh, your house is the one that look bad on the street. So thank God we take turns. If he does it this time, I do the front the next time. Morning, G Mama girls. I'm just shooting the breeze. I have some time here just to enjoy the view, and I'm just enjoying the view, chatting with you guys. I was sick last week, so I didn't have no live, but I'm feeling better. And asking what you guys are doing today or what you guys are doing in your garden in general. I feel like I'm not getting much accomplished, but I have to stop watching other people and just do what I can do with myself. That's the point. You can only do what you can do. I only have me, my two hand. My sister helps me sometimes, but I don't have no other help really. So I'll have to go and hire it out and pay for it. So I have to just worry about what I can do, and that's it. I was out of breath. Yeah, you carried it, picked me up, and then the red bag of coin, about 10 pound of coin, and then you have your other son there. My God. Then you have to tell out the people then about the smoking and the thing, and then Lord have mercy. And now I know why you're strapped, because how your place is set up, you have to go in to their unit. Hey, Farming Miss Stacy, good morning to you. I'm just shooting the breeze. Nothing really, just shooting the breeze. Let you guys enjoy the view. I'll give you a quick tour of, well, it's not really a tour. All them pots right there, let me bring them from the front. Those are things I was overwintering, plus things I planted. But look at this. I'm in a cold climate, guys. Look at this one. Let me show you this, though. This is really just upset my spirit. You see these Dollar Tree pots that used to be red? Don't buy them. I don't care if they're free. Don't buy them. Morning, Tammy. They sun bleach so fast. And then I picked one up, and the whole top, look at the top, pop off. It just ripped right up, and I almost dropped the pot. The only good thing is that these bulbs from last year from Dollar Tree, these bulbs, are coming back because I put them in the garage for the winter. So you don't have to buy bulbs every year. But my God, don't buy them cheap pots, people. Don't. If you want them to last a couple of, even the nursery pot lasts longer than and I can pick up the pot and it's not busted in my hand. So forget the Dollar Tree pots, guys. Buy the nursery pots from the store, because that's what, $1.50 wasted. I have to go replot. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Yes, we want to hey, good morning, Miss Gigi. I know you want to save $1. Don't get me wrong. I'm cheap, but if I have to go buy the same thing every year, no sir. And then this is my I think this is honeysuckle. My sister gave it to me, a yellow one. It's supposed to be very rare. But my God, man, don't buy them. Some things don't buy them cheap. I have some red pots right there. Those are from Home Depot. They had a special end of season two for the price of, it must have been two for $10. Those pots are gonna last me for several years. That's a $10. And the Dollar Tree pot right there, that terracotta looking one, those ones are okay. Let me go over there and show you. Those ones have lasted. Hey, good morning, African Dreaming. I'm just shooting the breeze, guys. I just want to touch base. I've been sick, so I'm on touch base. These pots are okay, guys. These ones are a bit more durable. They are getting sun bleached. They feel a little flimsy, but they're not gonna crack so easily. So I have three of them right there. Those ones are okay. Don't buy them red ones. And I have, guys. I finally. Did I miss anybody, guys? Sorry, let me go back through. So I said hi. Yes, Renaissance Grandma Tammy. I said good morning to you. Bum bum bum. Okay, I think I got everybody. But good morning, guys. I'm just shooting the breeze. My carrots have germinated. I took off the lid because you know I have squirrel problems. Look at all these. This is the red cord Denver. I have germination on that one. The second bag, I have germination again, and this is the Scarlet Nantes, whatever You guys can Google them. I don't have my packets here handy. This one looks a little dryish. My God, dry. This is a kaleidoscope blend, which is I like this one. So this doesn't look as, I don't see as many as I should, and that looks like a weed. Oh, there's a bumblebee buzzing around my head. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, get away from me. Allah. Ooh, these bumblebees come right to your face. My God. And then those are my tulips, guys. I have five there, and that one has four because a squirrel dug up one. You know me and them squirrels. Can't stand them. Make me sick. I saw one this morning and it just run for him life. And then these ones, guys, are tulips as well. But what happened was I left the bulbs outside in the cold underneath my deck over there. And I guess it did get its cold hours because they're popping up. And I have some daffodils. I did the lasagna method and they're coming up. So I'll keep them covered until they can't cover no more because these nasty squirrels. But I have a lot of empty spaces. Like this was all plants before. Oh, that red beetle, that's not a good sign. I gotta spray them with some neem oil. Those are not, some new beetle is invading our area and they just chew down our lilies and all the different stuff. It's not good. But it's all empty now. Like this is the first year something's not right. I think the soil is, and I have my hostas, all that. So all this is gonna fill up, guys. You're gonna see in a couple of weeks. You probably see over here, it's not so empty up top. My irises, my hostas. I have daylilies. I did a pattern, and more irises up there. Salvia. I think that's columbina or something to that effect. I have some poppies right there. They're coming up. And then I had a hosta here, but see, there's another big. Those didn't make it this winter, so even though they're perennials, I didn't get a good. Yeah, my stone crop is there though. That's been around for years. I was about to put some pansies pots. Yeah, I'm gonna put some flower seeds down in some pots. These ones are gonna be my tomato pots because they have like a reservoir, and I'm not always. Sometimes you get busy with watering. This is my golden beets. The squirrel dug up the pot, so now you'll see them all like they're not spaced how they were. But I have at least 2, 4, 6, 8, about 15 golden beets in there. But look at these radishes, guys. Did I miss somebody? Oh, good morning, Blanca. Oh, my screen went black. Hold on. You know me, I don't know what I'm doing. They're like far along. So this was sparkling top, and then this one is the French breakfast. That's my middle finger. So it's almost the full length of my middle finger. So things is going on in this cold climate. Things is going on. That's some old kale. Got to chop that down. My kale has survived the winters, but this year, didn't survive nothing. And then my neighbor, 2 doors down, dug up some dahlias and gave me some dahlias. So there's a whole bunch of tubers in here. I wet the bag so it's not dry, but like there's at least 15 tubers. So that's like dahlias. To buy one dahlia is like $5 to $10 at Home Depot over here. So that's a lovely gift. A lovely gift. So how are you guys doing this morning? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I've been watching some videos last night and this morning from you guys. I'm putting in my little thumbs up or my emoji so you know I came by. But lots going on, man. Where's my chat? Hold on. I lost the chat, guys. No, cancel. Hold on. Did I miss it? Sorry, guys, I can't see the chat right now. I'm trying to get it back up. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm trying to... I'm going to keep talking. Unless the top, no one's saying anything, that's why. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me try. That's me over there. I don't see the chat. Come on, come on, phone. Don't do this to me. Well, I see 3 people, so I think you guys are still there. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the chat. And if I press the X, I don't know. Let me know what you guys are doing, guys. Because I can't, maybe someone has to say something again for me to see it. So that is that. Hold on. Top chat, maybe I'll try that. No, live chat. Oh my goodness, guys, I can't see you. I can't see the, do I want to stop streaming? No, so cancel. If you guys can hear me, type in something, because maybe it's just, I don't know what happened. Hold on, let me, okay, it says reconnecting. I don't know, guys, I can't see your comments, sorry. So I'm just going to babble on, I guess, because I can't see not a one person anymore. You see, this technology. Okay, I want to see live chat. I don't know, guys. I can't see. Anyways, okay, let me just continue on. I'm just enjoying the air, guys. I like first thing in the morning, the birds are out, and you can just hear the chirping and see that look at the trees are blossoming. It just looks so good in the spring when everything's just coming to life. And then my dandelions, I know Miss Ann Dale said that she made dandelion something, and she got it from Gigi. So I was looking up some videos of dandelions. I'm gonna cut up all those tops and wash them and put them in the dehydrator and see how that dandelion tea tastes. And then I'm gonna mow the lawn today because as you can see, it's getting a little bit out of hand. And I have a lot of plants to plant. But I gotta dig up some of these areas, man. I'm telling you, sometimes you kind of feel bad because it's like you can't get all that you want to get done. But you know what? Just do what you can. Do the best that you can. Especially some of us who don't have no big... Oh, I just broke that. This is an old bookshelf that I found at the street. And I'm using it to plant. And now this whole thing just... Well, it served its time. It was free. So this is probably the last season of this garlic bed and green leaf bed. Look at it, it's just falling apart. But it did its job. I'll put that back for now because at least the squirrels are not going in there. Well, yeah, guys, I'm just cheering myself up in a way. Like, don't feel bad that things are not getting done the way you want it to get done, or you want to do certain improvements and you get the price. Oh, I just saw the big carpenter bee, guys, fly into my pile of wood that's for the fireplace. So all that chewing, it's the bees. I just see when you're out here and you start watching where these bugs are going and where these wasps are building their nests. I'm telling you, you have to sit back and just watch quietly. So he's gone. That's why every year I can't get rid of this carpenter bee. He lives underneath in the wood. And if you didn't know, guys, carpenter bees live in old logs and old stuff. But when you have a fireplace, you have to have logs. So it's a catch-22. So I leave them alone, and they usually leave me alone. They don't bother me. Just don't go into their space. So I'm gonna leave him alone. Oh, see, there's another one. I don't know if you see him in the frame. It usually, I think they come in pairs, Mister and Mrs. Because they're always the two of them together. But they really help pollinate my garden. I'm telling you, man. They love the marigolds. They love all those little, even the okra flowers. Oh, look up there. Hold on. I don't know if I can zoom in while I'm on a live. I don't think so. There's yellow finches up top in that tree, but I'm too far. You can't see. And the train is passing by, guys. So if you don't hear me, that's why. But I can't see the chat, guys. This is really upsetting. Let me get my other book and see if I can open the chat. I'm gonna prop you up right here for a second, so I can open another device. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna open my Chromebook and see if I can see the chat. As you can see, because I can't see nothing. I don't know what happened. I know my screen locked, but it should still let me see. Let me see if I can my channel and see if I can join the live from here. Yep, okay, I can. Give me a second, guys. And then I'll talk to you from, I can read what you're saying from over here, but I'm just gonna talk. Hopefully. I'll talk to you from, I can read what you're saying from over here. Okay, I can hear myself echoing. Give me a second, guys. Just let the chat load. But yeah, I'm just planning some stuff, getting some fresh air. Okay, oh, I missed a lot of people. My goodness. Okay, let me scroll back. So, Blind Guy, his wife, good morning to you. I think I said yes, G Mama, Farming with Stacy. African Dreaming, good morning. Growing Out the Box, good morning to you. My throat's a bit raspy. See, I'm still a bit. Talk with Tori, good morning. Yeah, the birds are singing, man. I'm just going to scroll through, guys. At least say my good. Yeah, okay, got everybody. Yeah, man, the birds are chirping. I'm off today, but usually, you get up early, you have coffee, and I have it outside. I don't just sit down inside. Once the weather gets warm enough, go outside, guys. Get some fresh air, sunshine, vitamin D. Get some space, walk around, see what's happening around your property. Oh, my bee. Lord, Lord, Lord. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The bee. Ooh. The sound is so loud and bassy, and it just makes me feel so yuck. Okay. Yeah, man. Just and just enjoy the outside, guys. You'd be surprised how much we coop ourselves up inside. Go outside. Look at the birds. There's some beautiful birds, man. There's one up there. I don't know if you guys can see him. No, you can't see him because on the phone it looks so tiny. He's right there just chilling. And this is nesting season, so every day I have to be knocking down nests off of my house. I can't have them on my house, guys. Those of you who know, birds are so messy. They're so disgusting. It's just not worth it. Let them go build nests in the trees over there. There's lots of trees I have around. They can build their nests all around there, not on the house. So what's going on with you guys? What are you guys planting at your area? I know we're in different zones. I'm in zone 6. Blind guy says grab a drink and enjoy the sights. Yeah, man, exactly. Grab a drink, grab a cup of tea. I should have made a cup of tea actually. And I was watching. Not watching. I was on Urban Girl Kiki's community page, and she dried some lilac bush, and I guess what? I have a lilac bush right there, and it smells wonderful. But I've never made tea, so she mentioned it has some good products. So I'm gonna medicinal properties. I'm gonna do some research and see. And my 5 minutes of research has showed me that there's nothing dangerous in it. There's nothing toxic for humans, so it shouldn't cause me any problems. So I'm gonna give it a try, man. I'm gonna give it a try and make some tea. And then the dandelion, I'm gonna try to dry those today. And I have some scallion and chives. I'm gonna cut them all down, maybe on tomorrow. Dry them as well, and then let them grow back and do it again when they grow back. I'm gonna try not to freeze so much of my herbs this year, just to see if there's a difference in the quality and the shelf life. Uh-oh, that white butterfly, you see it there? That's that, uh-oh. That white butterfly or moth, and I have some broccoli outside from last year, some overwintered stuff. That lets me know, guys, cover them up. He's already out to lay their cabbage worm eggs. No, they're not gonna catch me this year. That happened to me last year. Oh, look at that lovely butterfly. Oh, naive. I was naive, man. Didn't know that that was so destructive. My chat is in and out, guys. So even though I'm on two devices, so if I miss something, sorry, my apologies. The birds attract snake. I don't have snakes. Well, that's not true. We have garden snakes, Tammy. I haven't seen a snake in at least 10 years. I used to see them as a child, but what I think happened was a lot of the open fields around my community are now condos and townhomes and such the like. So I haven't seen a snake in at least 10 years. But yeah, bird eggs attract. Okay. They're like top of the morning tea. Okay, people just saying good morning. Let me scroll back and see. I'm also electronic illiterate. Uh-oh, I must have missed something. Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah. I this has never happened before. I don't know how it's not showing me the messages. And if I press X, it's gonna end the live, and that's just gonna cause me more problems. Like, why isn't it showing me on my phone? I'm trying to refresh. I don't know. Forget it. Let me leave it alone. Because once you start fiddling with something, it just causes more problems. Thank you. Same to you. Okay, girl at the box. Oh, good morning, Black's Tropical. Oh, Black's Tropical. I got the seeds, the prize. Thank you. It came in quite fast. So I'm gonna do a mail call, I guess, of what I got from the UN GT Junior. But I got thank you, and I actually wanted decorative kale, so that was a nice surprise. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up and see anybody said anything specifically to me. Um, yeah, this is like an ASMR, guys. We're just staring at the garden, just shooting the breeze, touching base with you guys. I've had a sinus cold, head cold, so I haven't really, for the last week, I haven't been live. We haven't had a conversation. So I'm just touching base with you guys. I'm checking you guys all out. You guys have seen me in your channels and on your lives and on Instagram. So I'm seeing what you guys are doing, what you're growing. Um, and I'm still laughing about your naked gardening video, Black's Tropical. Sorry. I watched it about 10 times. Oh my gosh. Gardening is so much fun, I'm telling you. I didn't know it was gonna be so much fun, but this is crazy. That made me laugh. And then you're zooming down, you're zooming up, but I know he had clothes on, but still, just the thought of it was funny. That was funny. Okay, I think I got everybody. So yeah, good morning again. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm having my phone is not showing the chat anymore, and it's kind of hard to keep up. But I'm just shooting the breeze, touching base. I hope everybody's okay. I hope you're having a wonderful going on to the weekend. And if you're not, I pray that it gets better. I know that sometimes stuff happens, and whether in your family or outside your family. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that bird. It's like a black. He's gone. He's black with an orange copper tip of his wings. So I hope everything's okay. And just yeah, I'm doing better. It's African, brother Jay. I um I haven't had a sinus infection in a while, but yeah, it's happening again, and I don't like it. So I don't know what I have to change again or my diet, but it's not. I was exposed to some dust, and dust does do me dirty. Like, I cannot, literally, after being in dust in an hour, I'm literally congested. And I think that's what happened. I was around some dust, helping with something, and that was it. And from then, I sound like a bullfrog. My throat's raspy. I can't breathe. And at nighttime, oh my God. I know I sound like a baby, but I can tolerate a lot of things, but going to bed and you can't breathe, lately it's giving me like almost like an anxiety attack. Like I feel like I'm going to suffocate. I don't know if you guys have ever felt that. Like I don't know. It never bothered me before. I would go to bed, but I don't know if it's fear in my mind or just, I don't know. But I was just like, I had to sit up. I had to sleep sitting up on a lot of pillows. I could not sleep flat. It made me feel like I was going to suffocate. And it was just literally, I had to just say, you know what, read some, I had to put on some scripture, audio of like some soothing music and scriptures being read and just calm myself down. Yeah, I'm eating more fruits and vegetables, but it's something specific. And if it's dust, fine, but dust shouldn't do me like this. This is crazy. And I am doing a detox, but something, I don't know. I do like cheese sometimes, so maybe it's the cheese. Maybe it's cheese. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel, but man, I can't take it anymore. I can't take in the congestion. Seasons are changing. Yeah, and I think maybe I'm I have allergies. That's manifesting as a cold, but it's really allergies. Because last night, same thing. All of a sudden, I was congested, and now you hear me this morning. It sounds like I'm worse than I am, but it comes and it goes. So I think I'm going to start again sleeping with the window open like I used to once it gets warmer and just get that fresh air at night. And but yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, definitely more fruits and veg. That's my plan, and also to grow more things all year round. I'm in a cold climate, like I'm equivalent to Buffalo, New York, and once it gets cold, outdoor growing is not really that feasible. But I don't want to go to the store. I We were talking last night on Planter Garden TV. Like he kind of ended the live, but then we kept going. Um, the live kept going on a little longer with myself, him, James Franklin. I think it was David Corey with the crop, and Dan Permaculture, just talking and shooting the breeze. But yeah, like you buy things, and even though you're buying vegetables and fruits from the store, they're not as nutrient dense as they used to be because it's the soil. If we're not feeding the soil, and when I say we, commercial farmers, everybody, you're eating this food and it's still just as dead as eating a dead, animal. For those of them who are vegan, it's still dead food. There's no nutrients in it. So, you know, we all got work to do. Let me see. I used to feel that way too, and I stopped eating cheese. Yeah, I haven't drank milk in a long time. I just do plant-based milk. But when it comes to cheese, that plant-based cheese is not the same. So maybe I haven't tried enough brands, but they're not cheap either. So I like my regular good old-fashioned aged cheddar, Monterey Jack, that kind of cheese. But I stopped with the milk. Yeah, I don't know what it is though, guys. Sometimes it's something very simple that you have to just change. And I think for me, I do not drink enough water. And that could also be a problem. I'm not flushing out. You hear them geese there? There's geese over there. So maybe I need to drink some more water, guys. It's not. Dairy is the devil. We use non dairy cheese, butter. I have never used non dairy butter. To me, I may be ignorant, Miss Laquita, but what's a non dairy butter? Like, what is that? Cause water. Yeah, yeah, the key is I need to drink. Miss Laquita, you tell me if you have time to type it. That is what's in non-dairy butter or vegan butter? Because if it's a whole long list of things that are just something, I rather just eat the butter. And I think if you cook the butter and make ghee, all the lactose is out of the butter and it becomes almost like vegan-like, but not quite. Um, Cheese. I've tried the non-dairy cheese. I don't like it, but I think I like the cheese sauce that people are making, the cashew sauce. I have an ingredient recipe. I think I like that for mac and cheese, but the sliced cheese is what I don't really like. I think it's the texture. Not. I've had coconut yogurt and I don't mind it. I actually do like it. But you tell me about the butter because I like regular butter. Yeah, guys, you need to drink your water. Don't follow me. I and sometimes I don't know what it is, guys. It's not that I don't like water, but I don't trust the tap water where I am. We all have our different municipalities. I don't trust the water. I don't trust bottled water either. And everything has a different taste. And if I don't like the taste of it, so now I'm adding lemon to everything so I can tolerate the taste. But maybe something's wrong with the water. My body's kind of saying, girl, something's not too right with this water. Get a purifier. Get a better purifier. But yep, I'm babbling again as usual. But yeah, I gotta drink more water. I'm trying to get more coconut water. And I'm trying to actually. I've never opened a coconut in my life. Even back home, it's always been open for me. I'm trying to figure out how to open a coconut myself so I can just buy the hard shell ones, have a whole bunch in my kitchen, and just crack them open and have that as my water. I think I need more than just the tap water. Yeah, seasons are changing, yet my allergies is ridiculous, man. And I don't want to take pills, but I had to find an. I did a nutty pot. I did the nutty pot and the nasal flush, but I was already sick, so it was kind of too late. So I think in right at the beginning of the season, if do the neti pot once a week or twice a week, so I don't get those pre-season allergies, I'll be okay. Let me see what I'm missing. Um, Garlic tea. I had garlic tea. I was sick. Funny enough, I was sick a few months ago, and Lashes mentioned and I had raw garlic with raw honey, and right away I felt better. So this is the second time I've been sick in the last 2 or 3 months. And when I say sick, I'm not sick, but just a sign like, man. So once I think tomorrow I vacuum my house, I'm gonna vacuum and mop my house again. I'm gonna wipe all the surfaces down. I'm gonna rewash all my sheets and all that stuff again so that you're not re-catching the same cold, and then sanitize, and then start back fresh and take it from there. Let me see. The non-dairy butter has oils. Doctors say low oils. So really, any butter is not the best, and we use it sparingly. Okay, for popcorn and so forth. Renaissance Grandma, you'd be surprised how much your health improves removing. Trust me. Oh yes, and okay, I have removed dairy products, guys. But I do sneak in, like as I said, I do like cheese here and there. I use regular butter, but I don't know if butter is really doing me that dirty because I don't have it that often. I don't eat the white bread anymore. Humidifier, yes, Stacy, I have a. It's a humidifier. It's a cold mist humidifier, and I have a diffuser, which is also like you put cold water and you put the oils in there, and I was using it every day, and I stopped for about 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks is when I got this current cold. So I don't know if that's what it was, but I stopped a lot of my healthy habits, getting busy planting this garden, getting seed. Like I got busy, and my routine. I allowed my routine to not, be enacted like it usually is, and I wasn't getting my essential oils inhaling. I wasn't getting the cold mitt. Yeah. And I didn't think it would be such a big deal because it's warm outside now. But yeah, humidifier, I have that. Dairy products, yeah, dairy's not good. Dairy does cause a lot of mucus. I don't care what anybody says. If you look at the science and the research, dairy causes a lot of mucus. And to be honest, I enjoy almond milk, oat milk, cashew. Like they all taste very good, and you can make it on your own as well. So you're not sacrificing taste if that's what you guys are thinking. Some people are thinking. I have, as a child, my aunt had a farm up in Canada here, and she had many cows, and she had goats, and they would milk the goat in the morning. We had raw milk. It didn't bother me then because again, it's not the best for you, but it was raw. Like they milked the cow each morning or the goat, and I had fresh milk. And when you heat that up and make hot chocolate, oh my God, it's so creamy. But it didn't bother me. But the milk from the stores, from the farming and the hormones and the this and the that, yeah, it's It's not the same. If I could choose, I'll choose plant based all the way, but you know, I know, right? I'm trying. Yeah, I'm telling you, I like. You're a master gardener? No, I'm I'm better than I was before, and I'm better than a lot of people. I'm not being braggadocious. I'm a kind of person that I put my best foot forward. And gardening is something that I'm really enjoying, and I'm taking it to the next level, and I'm spending money if needed on certain things. So I may be developing faster than other people, but I'm not a master gardener. And I was my upbringing is coming into play. Like all the things that I observed growing up, it's now in the back. It's like I'm on autopilot now. I didn't do it, I didn't practice it, but I learned and I watched. I wish I had implemented it earlier though. I kind of did, but as soon as I got my house, when I moved here, I made sure I planted my thyme, my scallion, and I planted my tomatoes. But after watching the gardening community and seeing what's happening in the world, oh yeah, I got my peach tree. It's still in the container. I have my 5 species pear tree. It's still and it's flowering. I'm gonna get fruit this year. I'm looking for a fig tree. I have a calamond and orange in the living room. I have things going on, man. I'm not playing around. It's not. This world is changing, and I don't know about you all, but where I live, there was lockdowns left, right, and center, and I don't want to be dependent on the store if I don't have to. Better late than never. Yeah, trust me, African dreaming. Exactly. People think if you're late, you don't. You can be late to the party, and you can catch up real quick. You can catch up real quick, but I want to get the livestock. I know I'm talking. People keep asking me, can I mention it? I want the chickens, but I recently been watching a couple of people's videos, and even Black's Tropical. She has quail now, and she hatched her own eggs, and other people have hatched their own quail eggs. The male quails are very quiet, so if I have a male here, no one's gonna really hear it, which means that instead of chickens, if I choose to have quail, I can have them as meat birds. I can have them for their eggs, and I can breed them and hatch my own eggs, or the quail themselves will get broody, sit down, and hatch their own eggs. That to me sounds like a more viable and sustainable thing when you're talking about me who is not allowed to have chickens or livestock. I'm going to be sneaking them into my backyard. And because I have the train and nobody behind me, I only have to worry about the person over here and the person over there. And it won't be an issue. I don't believe it will be an issue, but I'm still going to be discreet. I'm not going to be having them all over the place and flying all over the place. So I'm now reconsidering, like, do I get hens? Because if I get, hens, I can get eggs. Yes, I can get meat. But once I process them, I don't have any other chickens unless I purchase new chicks. I can buy fertilized eggs and hatch them out myself, but it's not the same sustainability. I'm still relying on somebody else to buy fertilized eggs from. I have to borrow a rooster. I don't know. Like, there's so many other steps. Please don't get into trouble, sis. Oh no, it's all right. Stacy, I've I've um I've weighed the cost. The worst thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna tell me I have to get rid of them. If I have to get rid of my chickens, that means I'm gonna put them into freezer camp, and I'm okay doing that. And the quail, if I have them outside, I can put quail in the house or in my garage if worse comes to worse, and they have no say of what I put in my home or in my garage, which is why I'm leaning towards quail now that I'm thinking about it. But no, Mina, I know what you're saying, Stacey, but that's why I'm sitting here debating like for the last few months. I don't want to rely on the store. I don't want to rely on mandates and lockdowns and all that happened over here. And yeah, I don't mind breaking a couple of rules for the greater, my long-term sustainability. But yeah, I have to be wise and be careful. But I don't see I'm not going to go to jail over chickens, but I certainly won't get a citation. And I've gotten a citation for something else, rental property. But yeah, people are just too nosy. Um, Blind guy. Yep, we've added a lot of infrastructure with local farmers, friends, and community gardens to have better food from the earth. Since yes, exactly. And my area doesn't have. I have farmers I can connect with in terms of buying with other families fresh beef and fresh stuff, but it's still out of the way. And I am planning. My long term goal is to move a little further out of the city. That's my long term goal, guys. But I don't know how long that's going to take or how feasible that is right now. But that doesn't mean that you don't dream and you don't plan and you don't see what's out there because you don't know what's going to happen. I would love to go to Jamaica and live permanently, maybe, but right now that's not going to work. And I'm not going to live in Jamaica until I have my power tool license, my gun license. There's no way that I can live there where my family lives. It's not gated. It's in the community. I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid of anybody around me, but that doesn't mean that people don't, bad mind against you. So I need to have certain things in play. And, you know, my ultimate goal is to retire earlier. I don't want to work till 65. That's become very apparent to me. So I'm just talking, thinking, dreaming, imagining, and seeing what all you guys are doing as well, and seeing what's going to be the best for me. So, yeah, I'm not allowed to have livestock, guys. I don't know who's listening in my actual, but I'm going to have it anyways. Because other people have dogs and they're barking on the place, and yeah, that will be my pet. I'm not going to, and in Jamaica, my say there's problems everywhere. There's difficulties everywhere, guys. But what are we doing? How are we moving forward? So I'm just trying to figure out how I move myself forward. Um, because I can live off of eggs. Yes, I'm not really a heavy meat eater anymore, but eggs is protein. I can have that with rice, fried rice or quinoa. I watched a video on somebody processing a quail. I don't know if Black's Tropical, if you guys recorded a video on Bobby processing a quail. I think you said you guys did, but I don't know if you released it. I don't recall. Maybe I missed it. But I watched somebody else do it in their kitchen sink, and it was a bit like, but I could get the stomach for it. I could do it. If that meant I could survive and feed myself and feed my family, I could do it. I think once you do it a couple of times, then it's not so bad. But yeah, people are just doing it right in their homes, even in apartments. They're sneaking and they have quail because it's like having a budgie or a house bird. But yeah, man, I'm just here, shooting the breeze, looking outside. Yeah, farming with Stacy. I'm glad I found your channel, farming with Stacy. I think I found you. I found you through the live, but something. I think Lashes put you on her community page. But I think I stumbled on you before. I don't recall because there's a few Jamaican farmers I've been watching, um, and seeing what's going on over there, man. But farming is so big over there. I'm so glad to see that the younger generation is really they're making money and making a business out of farming. Some people are putting themselves through school farming, and just it gives me joy to know that the people back home are growing their own food because I don't like when I go back to Jamaica and I see everything on the tag says other countries or other it's imported. I don't like that. I'm so glad to hear a lot of the women and too are growing and farming and making a business out of it. In America, everybody declares an animal as a therapy and oh yeah, you just have quail and chickens declare. You know what, Laquita? You are right because somebody I know have the neighbor has a pig, and they don't keep that pig clean and the place stink. The backyard stinks, and they cannot do anything because it is declared as a therapy pig. So yep, we use their logic against them. So true is saying Stacy, which I did agriculture in school. Oh, I didn't know. You see, I'm glad to hear that farming with Stacy because we were talking as a family over the last few years, and I just thought Jamaicans were not, well, Jamaicans are not growing like they used to, because I see a lot of people have a decent sized backyard and they're not growing, not even thyme and scallion, nothing. They go to the market for everything. But I'm glad that there's people coming up. Hey, Garden State Gardener. Oh, thank you for listening. I liked your shorts, man. You're, you're hilarious. I'm glad to see that people are growing. And I remember back in the day, they had 4-H club, and they used to teach, the youngins, basic home ec and farming and cooking and, sewing and darning, your clothes, just basic stuff. So I'm really glad to hear, because you know, I'm not old, but sometimes I feel old, that the art is not being lost. What people are promoting, and the natural way of living and the old, is not being lost. It's just not as prevalent, but it's not lost. So I'm so glad to see, especially back home. And I even, African Dreaming, he showed one of the farmers, the locally, he didn't have no machinery, just manually doing his thing. That's his workout, his gym, that's his farming, all in one, and doing it the old-fashioned way. Like, when you put your mind to something, when you put your mind to something, I think the rest is not necessarily easy, but is easier, because you've made up your mind of what direction you're going in and what you're doing. And any obstacle that comes in your way, you've already made up your mind. So it's really, that brings me joy. You guys are doing a lot of good stuff. You're encouraging me, and I hope I'm encouraging you all as well. Yeah, Garden State's laughing. He did some pepper short with, I don't know, he had a pepper head. I was laughing. Precisely, people not growing. Yeah, they're not growing like before, and it's really sad. And what, I'm Jamaican descent, so I can talk for this. It upsets me, because when you're living overseas, whether England, America, Canada, the mentality, this may be a generalized statement, is that the Jamaicans, your family back home, calls you or texts you or WhatsApps you, oh, they need this, me want that, me need this, and it may be true. But some of the money that you're sending to them could be better spent if they grew some of their own food. And they don't have to be like, they don't have to even try. All they have to do is drop the seed. They're in the Caribbean. They're in the Caribbean. They don't have to. Oh, phone text came in. They don't have to try too much, but they want to just call you and send money and send this and send that. Yo, man, some of that you could grow yourself, and make the money that we send go to something more, school fees or something else. So it just turns off a lot of us over here, because you go down there and you visit them, and nothing in the yard, nothing, not even nothing. And you're over here working a job, overtime, taking extra shifts, sending money back home, only to find out that they're not doing some things right. I've heard, yeah, Stacey, like, and what got me mad too is because, and I'm sure Lashes understand, and anybody else, you send money back home, or you send things, like you send shoes and cell phone and just different things, like, in a barrel, or you send it with somebody who's going down, or you carry it down yourself, and then you find out, like, my relative lie and said the phone broke. The phone never break. Him sell the phone because he wanted a quick money, and then he knows he can call back either England or America or Canada, and one of us is going to send back the new phone. So the cousin in England somehow mentioned it to me, because now we're on WhatsApp, and we realize that we're being played for a fool. So if I send a phone down and him sell the phone, him a go call England now to get England family to send something down. Then he's gonna sell the English phone and say, oh, it broke. Then call the American family now, relatives. So, and yep, they can raise chicken, they can raise goat, they can raise cow, they can grow food, them can sell their fruit off the tree, they can, not even planting trees back home. It's not the same. People aren't taking that on, and replanting the orange trees and the banana, and like, come on, guys. Like, to my family back home, and extended family, we have to do better, because money doesn't grow on trees, and because they don't live over here, they don't understand how many hours you have to work. And it's our fault too, because over here we show off. Well, I not me, but people show off their TVs and their clothes and their car. But the people in back home don't understand how much it costs. So they think we're just sitting here living a lavish life. Good morning, Miss AKA Lady. I'm sorry I missed you. I wasn't looking at the screen. So let me go back to Laquita. I'm with you. I love the heat. Okay, yes, that's okay. IT does. They can raise chicken exactly. Good afternoon, Miss AKA Lady. Stacy saying lashes. I wish I could hear in Portmore. I tell you, but mom doesn't the country. I guess she doesn't like the country. Um, you know. So oh, you're in Portmore. Okay, I haven't. I don't think I've been there. I've been to Portland. I have my parents have some family friends over there, in Seaman Valley, and I went to Portland, and they live on a hill. Let me tell you, that hill was like a mudslide because when it rains, my God, one big hill. And he had some cows on another hill. He would watch them with a binocular. It was so funny. But yeah, I'm just sitting here chitter chattering. My battery's getting low, so I won't be on much longer. But just chitter chattering. It's been almost an hour, so I hope everyone's doing well. Just whatever's going on in your life or in your garden, just do the best that you can. I was feeling a little behind because I was sick. I wasn't feeling well, and I have all these plans, and then you work, and then you realize you work all day, and there's still so much more to do, and you feel a little discouraged. But just do what you can, man. Just do what you can do. It's better than nothing at all. And figure out ways to work smarter, not harder, and that's all you can do. And God will meet you where you put your foot. Like, if you take the first step, he'll meet you there. Because a lot of things, this garden was a hot mess. All those flowers were not there. The bushes were there. All the flowers, none of that was there. The lilac bush was there. It was cut down to the ground by mistake by somebody helping me, and it came back. All of that wasn't there. All of these plants did not exist. There was no rich soil here at all. Up top, those raised beds were not there. The compost wasn't there. All of that wasn't there. So when people want to come and put me down, I just say, I know where I'm coming from. I know how far I've come. I'm not going to, yep, keep going. Don't make nobody put you down. Sometimes people give you backhanded compliments. Oh, that would look nice if. That would look good if. Oh, it has potential. And then I said to myself, because you can't say certain things to certain people, um, you know, excuse my French, but a lot of people who give you commentary and talk to you ain't got no pot to piss in. They like, this is my home, my first home that I purchased, and my parents had helped me purchase it so that, and I used my brains. I didn't like. I'm not a stupid person. I bought a home that had a tenant in it, and she's been an excellent tenant. She's a Jamaican lady as well, so that I would have income right away. Yes, my backyard needs work. It's not the dream backyard, but guess what? It's mine. It belongs to me. I own something, and this is earning me equity and earning me appreciation. And some of the people who comment and say stuff about my garden, yeah, like, I know the wood is rotting out. I know, like, stuff needs work, but they say these backhanded, oh, it would look nice if, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And she ain't, she, they, him, her, ain't got no pot to piss in. They don't own anything. They've been renting their entire life. And I'm talking like people who make more money than me on paper. So you make more money than me. You could have been further ahead than me on paper, but you still renting, or you're waiting for your parents to, leave you their homes, or some people are like in their parents' basement still, and you're grown. Nothing wrong with living in your parents' basement. I live with my parents after I was grown. Because I realized, for me, I know I'm babbling, I realized for me, I could pay somebody else rent. But my parents have raised me and brought me, and they blessed my life. So I'd rather stay with my parents and contribute to their household. I didn't live there free. I contributed to the bills, to the groceries. I was an asset to my mother. You help clean up, you help with laundry, and they're now older, they're aging, and you bless them. So for me, I had no problem staying with my parents, but I wasn't just sitting at home living off of them and not putting my money to proper use. I now have a home, and it may not be somebody else's cup of tea, but it's mine. And I can now take this, sell it, leverage it, and go buy something better. This guy came to my house yesterday. He came to give me a quote. He's gonna get me a quote for some repairs and stuff to get the house looking a little better. And he came to this country saying they're from Jamaica. And I go, oh, I have a train. That's the only thing. He goes, you know what? He rented at a place and they has a train. And after a week, you don't even hear the train anymore. And I go, yeah, and I get it exactly. He understands. He goes, it's a very peaceful backyard. You have a lot of things growing back there. I cut piece of thyme and the roots and give him to catch at his house. He's a gardener as well. But don't take, be careful who you're taking your advice from. And that could be in your inner circle, your family, your church group, your friends. If someone's telling you about your home or your what you have and they don't got a pot to piss in, you don't take advice from people like that. You don't take their tips. You just give them the side eye and say, mm-hmm, really? Okay, mm-hmm. And you just move it along. Don't even waste your money and your mouth with a response or a clap back. Because they're not even on the playing field. Like it's not even worth it for us. Because they're not even on the playing field. They're not even on the sideline. They're not even on a team. They're a spectator. And remember that. So don't let nobody say nothing bad about what you have. It's only cultural suggestions, mostly Western, that frown upon. Yes, you're right. Exactly. It's a westernized mentality. There's nothing wrong with living with your parents. I think the westernized mentality really is almost poisonous, guys, for me. It's like, why would I, excuse me, my throat's a bit dry. Why would I pick up myself, go move out to prove to whom that I can live on my own? That don't make no sense. Better have me pool my resources with my same family and better their life and they're bettering my life. And work together. And not even just work together. You actually enjoy their company and they enjoy your company. Why am I gonna pick up myself and go move, go live somewhere and go pay somebody else rent? If I go live by myself, have the burden of running a house by myself, have no company. No. There's a time and place for that. If you're starting your own family, you're getting married. Sometimes people get married and still live with their parents for the first year and save up and then go buy their own home. But we need to get back to that. Exactly. Generational living. I live on my own right now, yes, but I'm 5 minutes from my parents' home, 5 minute drive. If worse comes to worse and my car didn't work, I could walk there in 15, 20 minutes. I could catch a bus to my parents' house. And there's been times when there's been emergencies. I had to jump up and fly over there. Oh, hey, Taco. Did I miss you, Taco Tori? I think I saw you already. Okay, you're just saying true. And I had to go over. I could have moved somewhere else, guys. I could have spent the same money for this home and got a bigger house and a newer house somewhere else. And I almost did it. But thank God for people who you can talk to. This lady at work, and she said to me, because she lived further out. She's a Caribbean lady as well. And she said to me, it's very difficult for her right now because her parents are aged. And to drive back and forth to care for her parents, she said the drive, plus drive to, like, she was working from home, thank God, before the pandemic. She was a stay-at-home worker. But if you have aging parents, guys, there's nothing wrong with living close to them so that you can be there to help with medical decisions, medical care. I had to go home many times because mom wasn't feeling well or her sugar was low, and I got a call and I could able to help with the PSW or help with my sister because calling the ambulance, even though you call the ambulance, you got to do some things to make sure you've eliminated some obvious things. And being close to them, that's what helped. So I could have gotten a bigger house. I couldn't have got a brand new house, all en suites galore and fully finished backyard, but I would have been over an hour from my parents' home. And that's not a wise decision for me at the time. So now for my family, we're actually talking about potentially living together. Like, my mom is no longer here, but I still talk about her in present tense. So you'll hear me say my parents, but really it's only one left, but I don't say her in past tense. But yeah, living together. And my mom was actually open to that, to living together, because she knew she would get better care. And we weren't going to put them in a home unless we had to. Mom had to go to the hospital for some care while we got the home fixed up to bring her back home. And she didn't make it back home, unfortunately. Get some like lifts and infrastructure so that my family wasn't lifting and hurting themselves, and the PSW not hurting themselves, moving her to and from. So, living together, like, yeah, like that's in discussions right now. Because if I'm cooking a meal, it doesn't take much for me to cook extra for everybody else. If my dad is doing something, he has that support because now, somebody else is in the home. If my sister's in the home with us helping, that is a less burden on me. And we can all have independent lives. We can all have, our own washroom if that's an issue for us. We can all have all those fancy amenities, but we can still live in a community within a community. Like, we need to talk about that, exactly, this westernized mentality. That's not right. And maybe that's why many of us, like, even me, I had a tendency to be kind of antisocial. And and I've been here enough. It's like I should know my neighbors. I know my neighbors and we've had conversations, but if you ask me their legal name, I can't tell you that, even their last name. I don't know their name. And the police have come to my door because somebody called an ambulance and trying to figure out who, and I didn't remember the person's name. That's not a good thing. Like, this is me right now in 2022. I don't know. I know one neighbor's first name. I don't know her last name, but I do have her phone number and I have her American number when she's in Florida. So that's better than most. But my other neighbor, I don't remember her name. I don't know her last name. I don't remember her grown children's name. They don't know my name, I don't think. So if something happens to me, God forbid, like, these are my direct neighbors. These are my first contact, and I don't know their name. The other neighbor down the way who gave me the dahlias, she gave me dahlias. I've talked to her many times. I don't know the woman's name. I don't, and she don't know my name. And after a time, you kind of don't want to ask because it's like, oh, I don't want to ask her name. So we all need to do better. It's. Let me read the chat now. It's all about money. An unprepared young adult stepping out into the world to spend money, resources, and ultimately accrued, excessive debt and ill-advised purchases and investments. Yeah, you're so right. And people's kids, like most of my friends' kids, I don't have kids, but my friends' kids are literally now grown. I went to some of their kids' wedding. Like, their kids are starting their own families. And some of them have been listening to us and learning from us, and I didn't even realize that they were listening to us. They know us better than we know ourselves, funny enough. But there's one particular young man who bought a home. He lives further away from the city, yes, because it was cheaper, and his wife works from home, but he lived with his parents for about a year and a half. His parents said, yes, no problem, and you can live here, you can save your money. Yeah, you can say, what's your name? And Stacy, I have asked people their name again because me say, you know what? I'd rather feel shame than to not know their name. So I said, what's your name again? And I write it down. Good morning, Lavender for Luck. Let's see here. Everyone in chat, sir, I didn't receive your, you know what, Miss Lavender, I did not plan this live. I'm just touching base. I've been sick, so I'm just catching up with you all. I'm still a bit congested, as you can hear my throat. I sound like a frog. I need some water. And we're just chit-chatting now about living with family, like generational families, like having kids, like my friends' kids who are now grown and married and have started their career, finished their post-secondary, and they live with their parents for about a year and a half to save. and they helped with their parents with their rent out of their home during the Good Friday weekend, and we touched base with three tenants in his basement. He bought a home that had income potential, had apartments, and this young man who he chose having seminars income potential, and from income or his wife's income is paying utilities and the property taxes. What, like, that is a blessing. So some of these young people are listening, they're learning, and they're adding value to their parents, and they're adding value to the community. Like, wow, this is a Jamaican descendant. These kids are so, they're doing very well for themselves. And even some other kids, I'm just like thinking, like, they're doing well for themselves. One girl, same thing, her parents, put her through school. She did not have to take a loan. She is now a licensed registered nurse. And not only a nurse, she was top of her class, and she now is working in the surgery section, which is an elite section. And she got selected versus other people who've been nursing for years. So young people are doing some big and amazing things. Yes, we're not seeing a lot of positivity, but man, when they're doing well, they're doing really well. I'm really proud of what I'm seeing. They're taking the lessons, they're learning from our mistakes, and they're really doing well for themselves. So, you know what, guys? Keep going. And, for those of you who think your kids aren't listening, maybe they're listening. There's just, and have them in an environment where other people can speak and add value to their life. You know, trust me, man. So I hope everyone's doing well. My chat disconnected. Hold on, let me reconnect on my Chromebook. I hope you guys are still planting. I hope you guys are encouraged. I hope you guys are not feeling down. I hope you guys are in good health and not sick. Just, I hope everyone's doing well. And I hope if you don't think you're doing well, that you change your mindset and look at what's around you and find some blessing in what's around you. We may not have what we want when we want it in the way that we want it, but there must be something we can be thankful for, man. There's so much going on, so much negativity going on. We must can be thankful for something. I'm trying to find this just chat froze up, guys, so I can't see it for a minute. I'm refreshing the other device. But yeah, guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I just sometimes we need to take a minute, you know, even if you're not off for the day you're working, but have your morning coffee outside. Walk around your property with a travel cup, sip your coffee or tea, and see what's going on. Observe what's going on. See your neighbors, wave and say hello. Don't just be stuck in your own house and you wave hi and bye, but you don't know your neighbor. Maybe there's something that you can bless them with, or vice versa, man. It's not all about you. Suppose something happens and there's an emergency, and you don't even have basic information to even know nothing about them. It happened to me, man. The police asked me some basic questions, and I was like, man, I do not know. I'm not saying I should know her personal business, but I should know a bit more than I knew. And it was really kind of like an eye opener. Like, how you live here all these years? Like, it's been 5 years now, and I don't even know the people them name. And if I know their name, I don't know their last name to say, yes, so and so. And they don't know mine. And maybe they don't want to know mine, but we have to be more communal, man. I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking out loud, but I'm talking to me. We need to be more communal. I need to know their name. I need to know if they're okay. I need to know if how they're doing. I need to, you know, have some basic information and be connected with them. You know, it's not a good quality. And I guess we're so brainwashed into thinking, oh, you're nosy, you're in a people's business, you just fat. No, I'm not talking about being in people's business. I'm talking about basic human caring qualities, community qualities. that, you know what's going on. And if something happens, you're able to assist. If something strange is going on, you can observe and quickly say, okay, something's not right. Or that person doesn't belong over there. Read the body language. Like, we need to do a bit better. My parents' neighbors been there for years, and we have a good relationship. And when dad wasn't feeling well, and they could see that they wasn't feeling well, and they're not stupid, and we were behind in mowing the lawn, that neighbor came and mowed the lawn. He mowed the front and made sure that the front and the street looked decent, because other people will observe that, okay, something's wrong. People who are maybe casing the area saying, oh, they're not there, they're out of town. No, they just weren't well. He made sure that he pruned the tree for us. Didn't ask him. And then he went and did the backyard at another time, and he mowed the backyard because he could see that, something was going on. We weren't feeling well. And we've had disputes over the years. There's been some disputes over the years, and boundaries that had to be redrawn. But out of many people that you could call on, he's been there more than some of the people that are in your family. He's been there. He's came to the viewing. He's he's helped out with stuff. He's given us stuff. He makes pepper sauce. Like, we've given, all kind of stuff. We've swapped things over the fence. We've had conversation. Like, nobody's perfect. We've had disputes, I have to admit that, but you can have a good relationship with a person. You can disagree and be respectful. You don't have to be rude. There's so much to learn with just being a good neighbor, and like, you know, not being jealous, just being a good neighbor, good, cordial, friendly neighbor. So I hope everyone's doing well. I can't see the chat. I can't, I don't know, the other device you can see on my lap, I can't see a thing. Maybe the Wi-Fi. Let me step up to the other deck. I have another deck up here, but my furniture is covered up. That's why I didn't sit there. Let me stand up here and see if that, I'll give you another view and see if that, okay, I think the chat's going to open up on my other device. My throat's getting more, more and more raspy. But yeah, guys, I hope everyone's just doing well, man. Be a blessing to somebody. It doesn't have to be anything big. I was listening to Hands in the Dirt, and he's talking about, I forgot what the hashtag is, but like help somebody or helps be a friend. I don't know what it's called, but just, yeah, do something for somebody. Let's not always be about ourselves. And then I was so blessed to see everyone come together for impromptu fundraising to send 2 children to school, potentially, maybe even more, who knows, in Tanzania via African Dreaming, and he and his wife, and putting it directly to a school or directly to the hands of somebody to bless somebody else. Like, there's a lot. I've been in this community, in the gardening community on YouTube, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe even a year now, but actively maybe 6 months, very active. And what I've been seeing has been so much positivity. And that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? That's like electric, that's kinetic. Even though I'm not in Tanzania or I'm not, physically there, what he's doing there is encouraging and blessing me. And that's inspiring me to do something over here or doing more over here than what I have been doing. And what I'm sharing with you guys is going to encourage somebody else. And we're all going to start paying it forward and doing more. And we all came together from across, America, maybe North America, to send 2 children in Tanzania to go to school. Like, there's so much power in us, more than we even realize, to make positive changes in the world. So that's really an encouragement to me. Like, I'm like, with all that's going on in the world, there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of goodness in us. Yeah, we have some bad qualities too, but there's a lot of good qualities in all of us. as a collective and as individuals. Like, wow. It just, and you can't not be influenced and encouraged by that. And if you're not, then I don't know. I guess you're under a rock. But I'm going to be making sure I do more here. And I have been actively involved here, but sometimes you get a little slack, or you maybe just like, enough is enough. You get tired, maybe you get weary. But no, man, that just encouraged me. Like, yeah, let's keep going. It's making an impact. What I'm doing is making an impact. And that was just encouraging to see, guys. So I hope you guys were encouraged as well, man. Like, we did something big, something spontaneous, but something so big and so powerful. I don't think we even realize how powerful we are. Again, I can't see my chat, guys. I don't know what's going on today. This is just really ridiculous. I'm gonna call it a day though, guys. But blessings. I hope to go live on Saturday morning, like I've done in the past few weeks, for at least an hour to do a chit chat, where I'll be sitting down, so I won't be. It should be better technology, but please, guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, thumbs up, follow me on my journey. Um, share the word, encourage each other, guys, and let me know what you guys are doing. I'm watching your guys' channels. I'm viewing and commenting if I can, or at least a thumbs up so you know I've passed by. But it's interesting to see what we're doing. Don't think what you're doing is small, guys. So keep going. I'm encouraged by what's happening in Jamaica. The Jamaican YouTubers, the American, you guys are doing great, man. You guys are doing great. So keep going. You're making an impact on somebody. You may not realize it, you may not hear it, but we're all making an impact. So have a blessed day. I hope to be live tomorrow morning. It's tomorrow morning. And have a wonderful day, guys. God's blessings to you all. And be kind to yourself and be kind to somebody else. That's what we can all start with. Just be kind to yourself. Give yourself some grace and some patience, and give that same thing to somebody else. Okay, guys? Until tomorrow, God willing, I'll be live tomorrow.